So I've been laying in bed just now, and the thought just come to me. And for the most part, people has been saying that you know have no good man or no good woman, no there. And that can be contributed to a lot of factors. You understand? But one of the things that it contributes to is that as human beings, we tend to not take responsibility for our own actions. How much of us ever sit down and look on how we have contributed to the lack of good man or good woman? You're not gonna hear most persons say they contributed. You're not. First and foremost, a relationship come to an end. You ever hear your partner talk about the real cause for the relationship come to an end? Have you ever seen a woman who I tell her new man say, yo, I was the one who messed up why the relationship come to an end? You ever say man I really tell the woman say, yo, say I made it at fault? My wife or my girlfriend did that one nice woman and me go out to go sleep around and that's why relationship come to an end. We need to be stop being naive about certain things. You understand what I say? Because in fact, there is always two sides to every story. Now, the question is there any good man or good woman still out there? And how have you contributed? If the answer is no, how have you contributed to that? You understand? Like me know for most man, it's like especially when they're in their teens growing up, it's like a trophy, for see who can have the most body count. And some people all have them calendar where them go and them get them matches and them burn it on a date when they get a new food. But growing up now, have you ever looked and see how that contributed to you not being able to find a good woman? Have you look on it and see how you contribute to damage woman out there? You understand? Woman who put them all in a you, who trust you, and only to know that all you do is play them. And because of that, they have a trust issue where they can't trust another man. Females, you ever look on it and see a man put him all in a you, and all you do was use him? So him decide say, oh, him not go trust again or him not love again. A lot of us don't look into those stuff. We don't look and see how we contribute to our current situation. You understand what I say? Enough man out there have 3, 4, they have them woman at the yard and then they are road every night with the next woman. But when the woman get up and gone, then call the woman all kind of name. But you don't look and see how you contribute to that. You understand? Then you go hear some people debate and say, yo, it's not natural for a man to have one woman. I mean, that is always debatable, right? But when you sit down and have a man and the man have 5, 6, 7, 8 woman, you look and see how you contribute to the woman ego and everything breakdown. And then, you go say, boy, no good woman out there, be a dog out there. Ladies, when you have your man and him a hustle and him a bust and him a doing thing for you, and because you see a next man coming a little more, you go so boom and run, go and get at the man some crutches. And the man find out and it damage the man ego and everything. And then you go say, oh, no good man out there, every man a dog and this and that. Ladies, when you see the man having a woman and you jump go and sleep with the man, but you are saying a good man out there, man a dog. What that makes us, we need to look. I mean, pinpoint and say, yo, man or woman. This I'm just talking about in general. We need to look and say, oh, our current, our past action affect the situation that we are in right now, and stop blame other people for whatever situation it is right now. Because in fact, there are good women out there and there's good men out there. But a lot of them are scared because of past experience that they have gone through. And you can't fault anyone for protect themselves after they go through a bitter experience with someone. You see what I say? Me no, in my younger days, me do my fair share of dirt. You understand what I say? And sit and look back on it now, some of what me do, I'm not proud of. You know, I'm not. But in the moment, it was the thing to do. Yeah, you know. Yeah, nice. How you say? Another one tonight. Have all my schedule. But I grew up and me have daughters. I'm look and say, yo, would I want anybody if you deal with my kids like this? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I have no control over how anybody would how my kids would deal with whatever situation. I don't have a control over it. But would I, within myself, feel comfortable knowing, say, I saw a man treat my daughter? I would not. You understand? And for females who have sons, would you feel comfortable if you see a next woman I use your son like how you use some of them man here? I guarantee it, no female or no male would have feel comfortable. No parent rather would have feel comfortable knowing, say, yo, oh, a man use my kids just like how me use someone. You know, I've seen it and I've heard it, which it is terrible. You know, woman there with man and being dependent on the man. And every moment the man help them to reach to a heights where they would never reach by themselves. Then get up and say, oh, them outgrow the relationship. And once the man left, guess what? The first thing they on the tip of them tongue, yo, the man never do nothing for me yet. You understand? Man do the same thing too. The man the woman a struggle. From them not have nothing. You understand me I say? Half pound of chicken back. And them a do them thing and now them can buy a whole of chicken. And then run gone off with the next woman and them a say, oh, the girl they a B man, the girl they a this, the girl they a that. Nah, brethren, and no, sister. We need to take control and we need to accept the role that we play in the very diminished pool of good men and good women out there. You understand? Ladies, like yo, me up on my Facebook and me going on me in my thing there. Going on my story. And you have some females in my story. All them come though a bend over a show a picture of their vagina. They have a panty still, but you know, just some and then them go say, boy, who then can't find a good man. When you sell yourself that cheap, you expect to get a good man, you expect to get a husband. All you when you carry yourself that way, all you go get are somebody who view you for what you portray yourself as. So if you portray yourself as a bitch, you're gonna get a man who gonna deal with you like a bitch. If you portray yourself as a wife, you're gonna get a man who gonna treat you as a wife. You understand me? I say, fellas, if you portray yourself, say, oh, you got it like that, a woman gonna view you like you got it like that. If you bought the woman and the first thing you start do is spend. What you think the woman will look on you as? A cash cow. You understand me? I say, I mean, understand why some man do it, because some man have no sustainability in them for know to keep a woman. So all them do is spend. But if you find a woman and all you have to do is spend, you must know that woman don't want you. She want you for what you can give to her. You understand? But then again, a lot of people self-esteem broke down so much because of past relationship. Why they might do certain things to maintain what them have. You understand me? A lot of us jump in a certain relationship which we're not supposed to in a relationship there. But at the moment, it's the acting. Because we are trying to live our lives through other people. You see what I say? Yeah, yo, I look on my Facebook and I tell myself, say, yo, the next time you have two particular female with up on Facebook, they're my grown man, they can do what they want though. But I say next time I see one of them come full up my feed with them little with them picture or sell themselves cheap. I mean, they might not realize that they're selling themselves cheap, but to my standard, that's being cheap. Me, I go delete them out of my profile. Because ladies, you have to stand up for something. If you don't stand up for something, or expect a man to stand up for something, or expect a man to view you as someone of importance. And then you go say, oh, no good man no out there. And every man a dog. I mean, how me can't understand how that makes sense. How that make any sense? And if no good man no out there, warm to the man, warm to your father. That touch our next topic too. Because a lot of we blame, a lot of us never ask why some relationship come to an end. I would do I get up and blame men. You understand me? I say, you need to stop. And some of them trauma ya come from from your kid. Your father may never be in the house. And you get up and you blame him, and when you start blame him, you start blame every man. Some of y'all need to get over your trauma, what traumatized you as a kid. Go sit down and have a conversation with your father. Because you'll be surprised sometimes not even your father's fault why the relationship come to an end. So all that trauma and all that hatred where you have built up for your father, and that does transfer from man to man to man. You'll realize, say, yo, me I beat up on my father for no reason at all. And that will probably help you all. You understand me? I say? The next thing is this. We tend to come up with excuse for suit our nasty lifestyle that we always want to live. Everybody want to know, say, oh, they are secure that partner. You understand me? I say? Nobody don't want to know, say, when they go down the street, every man can get up and attack and say, oh, me sleep with that woman there. No, every woman don't want to know, say, oh, them man sleep with that woman over there. So you have to carry yourself in a manner in which your man can respect you and trust you in front of you and back of you. And fellas, you have to do the same thing too. Because while I will put this on female and say, oh, a woman cannot do what a man do and still be a lady. And while I do believe that, but you have to understand, say, woman have feelings too. And just like how you don't want a woman to do certain things, fellas, you're not supposed to do it too. Because of a fear game in a virgin. If you are do it, a fear game, the woman can do it too. You understand? Remember relationships are choice, Nobody not have to be in a relationship with you. Somebody choose to be with you. So if they choose to be with you, give them the dignity to treat them the same way like how you want to be treated. A man want go down the stand saying you have 5, 6, 7, 8 woman, but he won't say, oh, female woman and you are a female alone. And that's how it work. And ladies, you have to respect yourself. If you're there with Tom, a Tom you're there with. Not Tom, Andrew, and Scott and whosoever over there. So, you see what I say? Respect yourself. Because as I say, if you don't respect you, how can a man respect you? Alright, let me show you something. You realize men are intimidated by a successful woman. Let me repeat that. Most men are intimidated by a successful woman. And the reason being, because them know so they can't go to a successful woman with the same BS where they go to a woman up on the road where all she do a walk and expose her body. Because a man see you get up and every day you get up and wear stuff or expose your body. A man see you as a piece of meat, something you can go drag in one corner. But when a woman is professional and she carry herself professional, he must think twice about how to approach her. So you don't look on it and say, oh, you can do me like this and you can do me like that, but then go over this and all this nice. No, it's because of what you portray yourself to be. You understand me? Me not say just like a nun. Me not say that. But you have to respect yourself enough to make the man where you're there with respect you, or any man who will come and approach you respect you. So that means that first and foremost, the approach is going to be different. You understand me, I say? Yeah, for real. You see, and a next thing. You say go in a relationship and relationship come to an end for whatever reason. Give the person that you are in a relationship credit for what they are doing. You understand what I say? A lot of us now go to that, especially females. You know why? Because you see, if a woman do shit in a relationship when the relationship come to an end, they're not gonna talk about it. Because they don't want nobody look on them as a slut. Let's call it for what it is. So they're gonna try and tear down the man. They want to talk about the man, do all kind of something. Even when the man never do nothing. Even when them go out there with their them stuff, them a come back and say, oh, the man this and the man that. No. A time for we start be honest with ourselves and be honest with the people and say, you know what? Me have one good man and him and I me mess up. Fellas, you need to do the same thing too. If you mess up, nobody go back and bad chat the woman about the woman this and the woman that. Someone now talk about the woman crutches all big and all kind of stuff. Wanna go and start tell the people them say, boy, you know, say while the woman that stay home and do what she have to do, made out a road with Mary D and Jake. And guess what? You know, so most of the time when the woman them ladies, let me tell you something. Most of the time the woman them where no man out the road, you know, and not we compare to you know. You understand what I say? So, fellas, why? Yeah, man, let's just deal with people like how they're supposed to be deal with. Treat others as you want to be treated. Treat your partner just like how you want to be treated. So if you want your partner to baby you and respect you, baby and respect your partner. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Peace.